music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 10, episode 18. This is the season finale. And then we have a 3-part reunion starting next week. Bitch. 3 parts? Okay. I had my robe on earlier, so stuff on my shirt. Tonight's lipstick is Love Drunk. It is a Urban Decay color, and it's 2:14 in the morning, and I've had it on for hours. It's probably not even as, good as it was. But yeah, it's a pretty, like wine color. I love it. Got it from Sephora. I've worn it before. There we go. This finale was a lot of things, but I also feel like it was not like something that wasn't finished. But I also feel like it was a long ass season. 18 episodes is a lot. That's like 4 months. Yeah, it's like 4 months. It's a lot. So whatever. We do see the beginning of it starting off with Portia. She's at Dish Nation and she's there with Vivica Fox as a guest because they are on that tour to play that game. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Again, it's 2:15 in the morning. Two Can Play That Game was a movie that came out, I think, in the 90s. I do think it was in the 90s. If it wasn't the 90s, it was the early 2000s. So it has been a minute. And the movie did star Vivica. And Portia is playing the character that Gabrielle Union was in. Basically like a whore, or just the promiscuous person who would sleep with someone to get ahead. That's the role that Portia's playing. So, we do see how Vivica Fox says that, Portia's doing great or whatever. Okay, cool. But the play is in Atlanta, so we kind of see that. We see Portia do her thing a little bit. We see that Cynthia and Kenya went to the play. Candy didn't go, of course. Nene didn't go for whatever reason. I think she was busy too. Sheree didn't go because Sheree mad at her. Whatever. Kenya... Ooh, Kenya messy. Kenya's like, Portia doing good. I thought she's playing a role that she already knows. The hoe. Girl. It was petty shade. They throw petty shade back and forth. So I don't think it was anything necessarily like low. Like that wasn't like a low blow. I think people have said worse on the show. But what was a crazy blow, she then said, Vivica Fox was the same as it was 20 years ago. It's just 20 years later and 20 surgeries later. I said, bitch. Now, we all know Vivica, let's be honest. She has had some work done to her face. She clearly, I've got a whole pain in my back. She clearly does look a little bit different than she did 20 years ago. But a lot of people do in the industry. So, it is what it is. We do see Portia. She do see Kenya. She do see Cynthia, but she's surprised that Sheree isn't there because she don't know yet that Sheree is mad at her. So we see Eva and Candy having something else. We did see Candy too. There was a later scene when we saw like Candy and Ty, talking or whatever. They're speaking about Candy going on tour with Escape. Candy then after the tour with Escape going on Broadway to do Chicago. Her saying how she's just happy to be balancing it, well. How she wants Ty to come out and be with her when she's on tour and when she's in New York, so she can just have his support. And how she'll lean on her mom to help with Ace coming back and forth, and also Riley being in school. But Ty brings up, we know Portia's on tour two with the play. And what I liked is that Candy said, I think she'll do good. I think, she was in our play, she did well, and I wish her the best. I think Ty then said, well, you better than me, because I don't think I would say that. And it's true. As much as Candy, people say, well, Candy need to get over it. I don't think that Candy isn't over it. I think she just doesn't want or need to see it, because she only has to be around Portia when they're filming. So when they aren't filming, she ain't thinking about hanging out with Portia. So my thing is, it's weird, but it was cool to see her say, I wish her the best. So that was great. But okay, so we now see Eva and Candy have like a little kid play date. I thought that was really cute. Their kids are about the same age, I think Ace is 2, Eva's daughter is 3. So they were at like a little pumpkin patch doing pumpkin carving because this is around Halloween time. So y'all have to know, if this was around Halloween time, so this stuff was shot in October of 2017. It is April of 2018. So it's been 6 months or so, 6-7 months, since some of this stuff is going on. So Eva brings up how usually she has a big party, for Halloween, because her birthday is the 30th, so the day for Halloween. Since she just moved to Atlanta, she does not know many people or whatever. So Candy suggests, well, let's just throw a big party. We can just do it that way. And it can be your welcome to Atlanta party and also your birthday party. So she thinks it's a great idea. Now they kind of go over like who should they invite. Excuse me. And it's like, oh, we can invite Nene and Cynthia and Shamia. Eva said, well, that'll be fine, because I guess Shamia would be Portia's +1. And she's like, you inviting Portia? Who inviting Portia? I'm not inviting Portia. And so Eva said, well, she ain't nothing to me. So, if you, she's like, well, no, I don't give you invite. She's like, she's like, as long as the invite comes from you. And so, it is what it is. So yeah, we see that. And we see Eva go pick out a location. And it's actually, because it's going to be Eva and Candy's party. So they both go and pick out a location, which is only actually at Old Church. That isn't, I guess, a church anymore, but it's an old church, which is just weird. But a church, Halloween party, okay, whatever. We then see Cynthia, Nene, and Eva shopping for costumes, which I thought was weird because I don't think nothing they bought at that shopping spree is what they wore to the party. But scene has to be a scene. So Cynthia brings up how Kim and Candy kind of made up. I don't think Kim and Candy made up. I think Kim and Candy had a conversation and came to a common ground so that if they in the same circle, they can at least say hey or whatever. However, I do believe since the season has aired, that conversation or that camaraderie or that clear of the airness is gone out the motherfucking window. It's gone out the window and it flew bye-bye. She also brings up how Candy does not believe that Kim is racist, and Nene kind of like rolls her eyes, like what she has to, she's entitled to her opinion. As I said before, I think there's levels to racism. I said before, I don't think Kim is racist into the aspect of she hates and dislikes black people. So when Candy says she is not racist, I think that's what she means. But she said in her own, you do say things that come off racist, and you need to understand that. So I think the way Cynthia said it kind of make it seem like Candy didn't even address the things that Cynthia that Kim said. So I wish she would have said that, but I don't know if Candy told her that either, so we don't know. Anywho, Nene bring up how she has talked to Portia, and that how she think that Portia should apologize to all the ladies in like a group circle, like have everybody together and let Portia stand up and do it, and just give a speech and say, I'm sorry what I did, please forgive me. And it seemed like, well, are you sure? Like, is she okay with, like, I think she should be okay with that because that's a lot, So Nene says, I'll make sure, that I talked to her about it before, but I've talked to her already and I had mentioned it, because she did mention to her that she needs to apologize to everybody. I just don't think she followed up with that conversation so that Portia can know, I'm dead ass serious. Yes, I'm fancy. I had a fancy cup with my name on it and everything. Yeah. So we see that whole thing. Sheree has a come see my basement party that only that only Cynthia and Candy show up to. Sheree doesn't have any friends. Okay, I think Sheree is cordial. No, I think Candy and Cynthia are cordial with Sheree. However, after the season is aired, I'm pretty sure that cordialness has went out the window, bitch, because she said things that about everybody that's I'm just pretty sure it's not gonna sit well with anybody. And because she throwing shade at Cynthia, she says, I invited Cynthia because, her whole house is full of IKEA furniture. So I wanted to show her what real furniture was. And I'm like, but bitch, it took you 8 years to build your house. You had 8 years worth of time to save money for your furniture. Cynthia moved to her new house in like a month. And my thing is, IKEA furniture, bitch, is still furniture. So just because you got that good ass new rented furniture does not mean that you any better than her. And girl, bye. You got in that big ass house with nobody but yourself. It's just stupid. And I'm like, at least we know that she live in her house. We still don't believe that you live in your house. And let's call a spade a spade. Sheree's house is beautiful. The house is great. The house is huge, but no one thinks she lives there. Cynthia lives in her house. Her furniture looks nice. No one questions how she paid for it. However, it took you 8 years, 6 months. It took you 7 winters and 6 summers, and remember my voice, to build that goddamn house. And then another 2 years to finish the goddamn basement. So my thing is, you can't rag on someone else's furniture because you had 10 damn years to save money for that goddamn rented ass expensive ass furniture that's up in your crib. But again, who cares about her furniture? You can't be throwing shade like that. It's just stupid. And the basement looks amazing. It's fucking huge. She has a whole spa, a movie room, a man cave for no man. He ain't getting out for more years. By the time he get out, the house gonna be then bought by somebody else. Because my thing is, how we're gonna afford that goddamn them taxes every year. So let's not act like girl bye. And she was able to fix that goddamn basement up because Tyrone probably gave her all that embezzlement money that he had. So let me stop. I just couldn't. When she said Cynthia got all that IKEA furniture, I'm like, it took you 8 years to build that house, girl. But girl, just shut up, And you have a big house for no reason. You would be better off selling the house and making a huge profit on it, getting something smaller, not smaller, and putting the rest of the money in the bank because you got maybe half a season left on the Housewives. I really do not believe that they're gonna have Sheree back next season. And if she do come back next season, I really believe she's gonna be a friend of a friend. She's not gonna be holding no peach. She's gonna be demoted to a non-peach holder. Her and Marlo are gonna be on the same goddamn pedestal, trying to stand up for each other. So just, girl, save your money, okay? Get all the dollars that Tyrone's sending you from that embezzlement checking account. You know what I'm saying? Move closer to him, cause girl, just stop. Just stop. I just can't take it. She then tells them, because she does have some people come out. The spa, I love those seats. The seats look so comfortable. Again, the house, I'm not saying the house looks bad. The house is great. But she can't be throwing shit like that when it took her 10 years to build a goddamn house. Because she couldn't afford it. She brings up how she talked to Shamia. Well, this is weird to me. She says that Shamia told her, that Portia told her, that to not trust the ladies, especially Sheree. I don't understand why Shamia contacted Sheree about a conversation that her and Portia had, because her and Portia is supposed to be great friends. So I'm like, why did Shamia contact Sheree? That was the weirdest shit to me. So Sheree said that pissed her off. And said that for that reason, she ain't fucking with Portia no more. And then when they said, what about Kim? Like, Kim is her friend too. She's like, Kim was only fucking with Portia because of me. So, technically, she not messing with Portia either. I feel like if you had to pick between Kim, Portia, or Sheree, Portia would win. If Candy had to pick who to be cool with, I'm pretty sure Candy would pick Portia. And that says a lot, okay? I think everybody would pick Portia, okay? So at the end of the day, next season, Sheree and Kim ass gonna be tardy for the goddamn party because they're not gonna be invited to the Housewives of Atlanta. Whatever. We then see the Halloween party, and it was at the little old church. Everyone dressed up. So we saw Eva was Cleopatra. We did see also her fiance came, but he wasn't dressed up. I mean, he came as a man in a suit, and it was his own suit. He didn't get it from nowhere. We seen Candy come as that It clown. I have never seen It, the newer version or the older version. I think the It clown's called Pennywise, but I thought it was cute. Cynthia came as 50 Cent. I saw the pictures when the party happened. She looked so cute as 50 Cent. It was it was done very well. Okay, Will was there as well. Will was as a nerd. We saw that Noelle was there. I think she was a stewardess. But we know that Will and Noelle met for the first time that day. And, you know, it seemed cool. Cynthia liked that man. And, you know, her and that man still dating. It's been like down near a year. So, yeah. Kenya came and she says that she was a Victoria's Secrets model. She didn't even recognize Cynthia. I think someone else thought that she was like a black angel or a black Barbie or something like that. But she says no, that she was a Victoria's Secrets model. Sheree was also Cleopatra. You know, just as Eva was. Kim and Corey Kane was the Bunny, Hugh Hefner. Marlo Kane was Halle Berry from BAP. I thought that was a great character. She wore her own old white man. I thought that was freaking hilarious. Portia came as a zombie rat. You know, Shamia came as a mermaid. We did not see Shamia much. And Nene and Greg, baby. Nene and Greg, as we know already, came as an exterminator and as the goddamn gone roach. I said, bitch, that is husband and wife love. Because when you and your husband is petty together, okay, they think we are roaches. I'm like, let's show them, boo boo. I thought that was a great idea. You know, as Nene said it, we kind of showed them that we laughing at y'all. You know, we not fazed by it. I think it was a great costume. I really think it was a great costume idea. We see Kim trying to act unfazed, but she's clearly bothered. And I also feel like Kim being there was pointless. Because again, Kim's only friend is Sheree. And they kind of only fuck with Sheree much. So I'm thinking like Kim was in a corner with her husband the whole time. Because they had the hip. And it was only her and Sheree. We did see Eva walk over for a second because Kim just stupid. But when she walked over, Kim said something dumb about Nene. I can't remember what she said, but she tried to say something dumb, and Eva said, well, all right, I'm gonna go over here. So Eva just walked away from it. I think for that reason, Kim tried to be fucking shady and gonna say, you know what I'm saying, she was a fake Cleopatra. You know, Sheree's the real Cleopatra, and you know, she looks better. And actually, I mean, they both were two different type of Cleopatras. However, I did prefer Eva's look over Sheree's. I mean, this was what it was. But I feel like, bitch, what you mad for? Like, why would you? They both look nice. Like, why even compare and say E was a fake one? Why could you is a messy ass bitch, and we don't like you. We don't want you into next season. Keep your ass on target for the party. We do not need you here. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Take your ass straight to jail. We don't want to fuck with you no more. Go right past free parking. Don't go to Boardwalk or Park Place. Take your ass goddamn to Bartek Avenue, bitch. Get the fuck away from us. We do not want you here. You're not welcome here. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm gonna say, oh Lord Jesus, Kim, just go the fuck away, please. Just we need to go. Oh, this made me so mad. We then see Portia come up to Sheree to basically just chit chat or whatever. Because again, Portia did not know that Sheree was upset with her, and when she walks up, like, hey guys or whatever, Sheree just goes until Sheree, Portia. Don't you think I'm a good friend? You know, haven't I been there for you and try to help you? And Portia like, you know, what? You know, basically, don't you think you can trust me? And Portia like, what are you talking about? Shamia then walks over because Sheree is saying something like, well, you thought that you couldn't trust me. So Shamia does walk over and says, well, you know, remember that you called me after Barcelona and you told me not to trust nobody, you know, especially Sheree. And Portia looked around like, did this bitch just say what I told her in a private conversation? So Portia, in this instant, had every right to be pissed off at Shamia. My thing is, if I told you something, if I sent you a private text message, bitch, why would you tell anyone what I said? However, karma's a bitch. Because when Phaedra texted Portia that one time when Kenya tried to have that, you know, fake, with that little divorce celebration party for Cynthia and Phaedra. When Phaedra texts Portia a private text, Portia read the text message out loud to all the ladies. So my thing is, was Shamia wrong? Yes, she was wrong. But Portia did the same exact shit. Was the last season? Either last season. Yeah, last season. Or the season before last, whichever one that was. To Phaedra. And y'all know I ain't no fan of Phaedra either. But you can't be mad when you did the exact same thing. Now Shamia is still wrong as fuck. The same way Portia was wrong. But you know, it was also weird because I still didn't get why Shamia contacted Sheree personally, but unless she did it because she knows Sheree's a goddamn bone collector and she needed storyline. Hey, this is what Portia told me, so I know when Sheree bring it up, I'm going to have to be included in the conversation, and that gives me more camera time. Because they only get paid for camera time or whatever. So Portia like, well, how the fuck would Sheree even get a private conversation that I sent to you? Well, you know, I talked to her and I told her. It was a whole bunch of bullshit. You have Sheree saying how... My arm hurts. You have Sheree saying how she... what did she say? I've helped you and I've been there for you and, you know, things like that. And then, you know, her sister Lauren says, well, no, I've been there for her. And right, stand up for your sister, girl, speak up. And then Sheree like, well, hold up. You need to be quiet. You need to be quiet. And then she's like, you need to get your sister. And Sheree, and Portia said, she good right here. And I feel like, yes, have that sister bond. Like, bitch, you ain't gonna check my sister at all. Kim then said something about, you know, you should look at a person's character. Honey, Portia said, I know you ain't talking because your character is questionable as well. And from there, it was a bunch of, you know, kind of back and forth a little bit. It was just stupid. Because at that point, Kim just talking bullshit because Portia was trying to say, she was trying to talk to Sheree about something. Just saying how, you know, how she said something that didn't really mean it or whatever. Kim then saying, that's some bullshit. Kim has a habit of always, when someone else is talking, trying to talk over them and saying, I don't believe that. Well, bitch, we don't care what you believe. Why are you here? Huh? Go the fuck away. So, at that point, Sheree trying to play victim, like, you know what? I'm going to walk away. You know, I don't care. You know, my friend here is Kim, and she walk away. Well, at this point, all you have is Kim. Because nobody else going to want to fuck with you. Not Nene, not Candy, not Kenya. Like, no one's going to... You, Sheree and Portia, I feel like, are the two that are in the worst boats. Sheree, your only ally was Kim. No one else is going to shoot with Kim. And if you can't shoot with anyone else, you've been on the show, ain't going to make any difference. So, Sheree, you shot yourself in the foot. You don't have the Tyrone story anymore because his ass ain't getting out to 2022. So, you fucking up everything. They have Marlo not going to be the bone collector. So, you basically is going to, you know, you find yourself. We then see Portia who walks away. And she should be pissed at Shami, honestly. And we see Nene trying to talk to her. Just saying how she should try to, you know, talk to the ladies and kind of apologize and say, you know, I fucked up to clear the air. Honey, Marlo walked over. And Marlo and Portia have not seen each other since Barcelona with the whole situation. And Portia was like looking down, not trying to even engage Marlo in conversation. Because she did kind of pop up out the blue. And when she did, Marlo was technically trying to apologize. She really was. She was trying to say sorry about what happened in Barcelona. How, you know, she was drinking, Portia was drinking, and it escalated. Portia wasn't trying to listen to her. So she said, well, you know what? I'll just talk to the side of your hair. And she touched her shoulder and said, you know, I just want you to know. Now, we know Marlo always extra. But at one point, you know, Portia just wasn't paying attention. And, you know, she just walked away. When Portia walked away, Marlo followed her. And I mean, like, ran behind her. You don't want to listen? You don't want to talk to me? And it wasn't aggressive from what we saw. It looked like it was just more aggravating than anything else. And Portia gonna say, I'm gonna walk around this whole room till she leave me alone. Like, I can walk for days. Can she? You know, I don't know if she can do that. So they kind of have to stop Marlo from basically following her all around the room. And Marlo, like, I was trying to apologize and she won't listen. So, you know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm done with the whole thing. And I'm like, girl, it's just crazy. So we then see Nene again trying to talk to Portia. Tell her, you know, you've upset many of the ladies. You know, Marlo's upset with you. Sheree's upset with you. Candy's upset with you. You know, I think those three, whatever. But she's like, you know, you have so many ladies upset with you. You know, maybe if you just, again, you know, just say you sorry, you know, that you fucked up, you know, things will be okay. You know, if we can just kind of get all together right now real quick and just, you know, say to all the ladies, you know, it can be better. She was like, no, you know, they can kiss my ass. I don't care. You know, I'm not saying, you know, sorry anymore. You know, I'm done. And so Nene was like, okay. And I feel like what Nene was trying to say was, you are beefed out with too many of the ladies to want to come back next season. Like, you can't be out on the outs with all of them. Because at that point, who you gonna shoot with? You already had not much of a storyline this season. You would say because you was able to shoot a couple scenes with Sheree and Kim. But now they don't like you either. So, you know, why not try to fix it so that when you come back next season, you will have a goddamn storyline, bitch. And Portia said no. I mean, I get her saying no. She feel like she's over it. She has every right to no longer want to apologize to the ladies. However, you know, I do get Nene's point of you beefed out with so many people. How are you going to, you know, even get that fixed? I think somebody just like posted and like gave me the finger on some stuff, and I'm like, oh, this thumbs up. So yeah, but yeah, I get Nene's point, but I also get Phaedra's point. So, you know, it was what it was, and that was basically the whole episode. They show how Cynthia is still dating, you know, Will, how, you know, Kenya's been happily married, you know, working on a baby, how Candy was on tour and did Broadway, and now she's at home trying to, you know, get some rest because she's been gone all these months. Nene, you know, was back on tour doing her one-woman show. Portia is Portia. Sheree is Sheree. And that man cave gonna be empty for at least the next 4 years. So that was it. I am very enthusiastically waiting for the reunion. I've seen clips. It seems fucking amazing. So I can't wait to see it. Otherwise, guys, guess what? It is 2:40 in the morning. I'm going to bed so I can get up for work in the morning. But yeah, put your comments below. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.